girl can cook. She got the recipe. She got what you need. That girl can cook. That black girl magic. I gotta have it.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. And today, you guys, I know you've been waiting on it. We are going to be making a smothered fried cabbage. Yes ma'am, yes sir. Go ahead and grab your ingredients and let's get started. All right, y'all. So look, listen real quick. For those of y'all who don't want to watch me break down this cabbage, you can go ahead and skip to about the 3-minute mark, okay? That's when we start cooking. But for those of y'all who want to stay, go ahead and get you a head of cabbage. This one here that I have is about 2.5 pounds. And I start by pulling off those darker leaves and then I cut the base off, y'all. This is the easiest way I found to cut my cabbage so I can get the most of the cabbage. Alright, once you do that, you're going to split it in half just like so on the video. And I'm going to get that stalk out. I'm going to get that core out because I know y'all don't want to eat that hard piece of whatever it is in your cabbage. We don't want that. Get rid of it, honey. Just throw it away. Alright, now if you want to keep it, go for it. But as for my cabbage, I'm taking it out. I did it for both heads, okay? Or for both sides. Now, I'm just going to take my cabbage and guess what? I'm just going to slice it right up just like that. Very simple, very easy. You don't have to do all those fancy cuts and things like that. But this is the size that I prefer. If you want to do it bigger or smaller, you can do that. I know some people like it shredded. Hey, go for it, honey. This is just how I'm doing mine today, all right? And I'm going to place those leaves in a bowl. I did take the dark leaves and separate them from the overall cabbage. They're right here. And I like to cut that stem out, y'all. Because again, I don't want that hard stuff in my cabbage. I want to bite into that crunchy piece. It'd be the only piece that's crunchy in there. We don't want that. So go ahead and cut those out. If you want to keep them, you can. And after you get all your stems, toss them, throw them away. I roll them up like I'm rolling up greens. And I just cut those again. I like to do them last. Primarily because they take a little bit longer to cook. I like to cook them first. So that's all I'm saying. If you want to do that, you can. If you don't, hey, that's your prerogative. All right. So look, let's get our cabbage in that bowl. And y'all, don't just throw that cabbage in the skillet. We gotta wash it. Let's go ahead and just rinse it off. I want to show y'all that I rinse my cabbage because you know y'all like the cleanliness police or something. Y'all know I be washing my food. Don't play with me like that now. So look, go ahead, rinse off your cabbage. Make sure there's no dirt, debris, or whatever. And this is the sausage that I'm going to be using. Yes, this cabbage has sausage in it. I just want to show y'all that, okay? Now, we have our skillet. It's over medium heat. And I'm going to apply just a little bit of olive oil. If you would like, you can use butter. But I'm just frying my sausage up for right now. So go ahead and slice your sausage up. You can put as much or as little as you want. And you want to fry it until both sides are brown. That should take about 3 to 5 minutes at the most, okay? If you want to bun it up, honey. But I'm just cooking it just so it has some nice color and it can withhold the liquid that is going to be going in because I don't want no soggy sausage. Y'all feel me? All right. So once you get your sausage turned over, you're going to add in 1 small bell pepper. Now, I have 2 different colors there, but it makes up 1 whole small bell pepper, okay? I'm also adding in 1 yellow onion that has been sliced. You can make those as thick or as thin as you would like to. But I'm going to tell you now, don't nobody want no big chunky pepper steak bell peppers in there. So slice them up if you can, all right? I'm seasoning my onions and peppers primarily because they have no flavor other than the original flavor. We need to give them just a little bit of seasoning, okay? It's nothing wrong with that. I added some complete seasoning. If you don't have it, you can use salt. And here you see I have my green leaves. I made a little circle there. And I'm just going to toss them in just a little bit, just to kind of cook them down, you know, just slightly for about 1 to 3 minutes to soften them. Because you guys, they are a lot tougher. I know a lot of people like to leave them out. But baby, I eat the whole cabbage except for that little stalk part, okay? So once you cook those down after those 3 minutes, you can go ahead and add the rest in, all right? Make sure your cast iron skillet is big enough. If you don't have a big enough cast iron skillet, you have to do it in batches. You don't want to do that. Just get you a pot, okay? And we're going to steam this for 5 minutes on medium low. I know somebody said something about my skillet top. I know somebody said something. Honey, I couldn't find the big one, so I used that one. I just wanted to seal the liquid down in there, okay? Cover it, steam it. That's all you got to do. And next, we're going to get 2 cups of low sodium chicken broth. This is very key, okay? Please do not use water. Use the chicken broth. And I just added in 1 cup right there because I want to cook this down a little bit more before I add in the rest of it. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of chicken base. The Better Than Bouillon chicken base, you guys. One of my favorite. That's not sponsored content, but it is a really good product to use, okay? And now that we have that in, we can go ahead and season to taste. I'm adding some black pepper to taste. I'm also going to add in a teaspoon of garlic powder. I chose not to use fresh garlic, so I'm just going to use the garlic powder. Primarily because I ain't want to chop it up, Chad. Anyway, a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Remember, we have the chicken broth in there. We have the complete seasoning. And we have the chicken base. So be careful on the salt now. Alright. But you can season that to taste if you feel like you need to add more. But go ahead and mix that up. Those are all the seasonings that we're using. You don't have to add too much of anything because, baby, I'm telling you, the flavor is already there. Okay. I'm adding in a dash of hot sauce to cut back on some of those darker greens. And this is what's going to make our gravy, believe it or not. A tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of chicken broth. This is what's going to help thicken that broth that's in the bottom of it and smother these greens like I said they were, okay? Just mix it together, pour it in, and stir the cabbage until it's all combined, okay? Now you want to make sure your heat is up so this can thicken. You want to simmer it for about 5 minutes. Or until you get it nice and thick where you see no more liquid. And honey, after you have cooked it to your desired texture, you guys, look, that's it. Right there. Picture perfect. Delicious. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and plate it up. And there you have it, y'all. That delicious smothered fried cabbage. Honey, look at that. Baby, I'm telling you, this is a star winner side dish. I'm not kidding, y'all. You got to try it out. You got to check it out. And let me know how it goes, okay? But anyway, look, I want to thank y'all for watching. As always, thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you try this recipe out, let me know down in the comments. And I'll see y'all next time in the next video. Bye.